Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And tonight, we're going to talk about it. AMC to the moon this week. Bitcoin's rising. Are you invested? Well, we're going to talk about this and, of course, anything else you want to talk about here on the SSN Nation Money Making Mondays. We're in the house once again, so I want to thank you for being here and welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. Looks like we have a problem. It looks like my mic was muted on YouTube. I'm sitting here in Florida, so it acted up, but here's the intro. So again, if you have any questions, and again, I'm running on YouTube, so my head will be down a little bit, because I've never been able to configure the right way. Welcome back. Hello, everybody, on the SSN Nation Money Making Mondays and the Monday Night Live. I want to thank you for being here. I think I had my speaker on mute earlier, but it's all right. I'll repeat. AMC to the moon this week. Let me know what you're thinking. Bitcoin rising. Are you investing in any of these? Yes, an investment, ladies and gentlemen. And with investments, there's always risk. And as you know, we can talk about anything that we want to on Monday Night Lives and the live streams. You know how we do this. Let's see who's in the house. Wilson Khoo, welcome to the Monday Night Live stream. Thank you so much for being here. And he has the icon next to his name, which means he's a member of the channel. Good evening, Mr. Bird and SSN family. Thank you so much. Glad you're here once again, Wilson Khoo. I appreciate it. James Hanna with the icon next to his name. Thank you so much for being here on the Monday Night Live. Hey, all, time to get some nuggets. Thank you so much for being here. I humbly appreciate that. James Hanna, once again, what's up? You know how we do this on the Monday Night Live. This week, you guys, are you in on this AMC? Let me know about that if you're in or if you're out. Chili Davis, Mr. Financial, hello, welcome to the Monday Night Live stream. Glad to see you here. Mr. D Black, LS3, good evening. Glad to see you here. Thank you so much for being here on the Monday Night Live. Victor Marrero is in the house with the icon next to his name, which means he's a member of the channel as well. And so he has his usual entrance line. Let's do this. That's right. We're all here. Let's get going, ladies and gentlemen. I want to hear from you. I have my opinions. We're going to talk about a few things with AMC and Bitcoin and GME and stock market investing and Bitcoin investing and real estate investing and any other type of investing that you would like to talk about. But first, let's go over a few things. I've never even ran a video on this before, but we're going to do some things tonight like we always do, something a little bit different. So let's go over to the Fintel. In fact, I have done a video with the Fintel.io before, because if you are not investing or even paying attention to AMC, then you could be missing out. All right. I'm going to bring this up on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, so that you can see. This is the short interest. All right. This is Fintel.io. I have the link down below in the description. And oh, by the way, how can I forget? The link down below in the description, there's going to be free stocks from Robinhood and Webull. The links are down below in the description. And if we're talking about Bitcoin and you have to be an American citizen, go over to Coinbase, then get your free $10 from Coinbase. The link is down below in the description. Pretty simple. Well, as you can see, I'm here on the Fintel.io with the AMC ownership. And right now, we're just at the page with AMC, institutional investors. It goes over a few things. This doesn't cost any, well, you can pay a little bit more, but it doesn't cost you anything for this information. The short interest, here it is right here, short volume ratio for today, 23%. Now, This is up from just a week to 10 days ago when it was 21%. Now, what you need to know about AMC in case you do not understand why it's rising, because there is a June 18th is when the short sellers, a lot of short sellers are going to have to meet their criteria to buy the stocks. So we're having a short squeeze. That's how this works. They're going to have to find stocks from somewhere. And if you keep holding them, they're just going to have to pay more and more for these stocks because they have to close out their positions by the 18th. It's pretty simple, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing too crazy. Now, let's go look at, I don't want to see insiders. I want to see this right here, right? Let's go look here. Because at Fintel.io, you can find out just a little bit of something. And then I'm going to take us over to the Untitled Chapter. So again, here's what happened today. We are up to $57. Now, I don't know if some of you were paying attention, but it was like 49 earlier this morning. All right. So now we had a movement, pretty good movement, $8, $9. That is not bad, is it? You can see here on the screen. This is just today. The closer we get to the 18th, which means tomorrow, I expect this to rise again. Let me know what you think is going to happen. All right. So this is pretty simple. This isn't that hard. This is why are you going to take a risk and get in this? That's the question that I want to know. All right. That's what I really want to know. Are you going to take a chance and invest because investments are risk? All right. Now, let me go over here. I'm going to get into some other things real quick, and then we can have a discussion about what's going on. Now, I'm going to go to, can't believe this didn't come up. This is what I was looking for, institutional owners, because you have to understand who's buying some of this, and they don't show the buy date. So I'm going to have to come back. Oh, here we go. All right. So you can see way back when they start investing. 521, 216. The green usually means this is new buyers. The pink means these are sellers. 528 buyers. Here we go. It's populating. 61 buyers. Look at this. Some of you may recognize some of these names. They are buying. June 1st, they were buying. May, they're buying. You can see all this. These are hedge funds. Now, I'm not saying they're shorting. I'm just saying they're in this market. So you have to think about what's happening here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm going to go over to something else, and then we can get into if you guys have any questions. All right. Let me see who else is in the house tonight. Curtis Davis, let's get money. That's right. That's what we're going to be doing tonight. And the fintechs are here. Fintel website, nice. Exactly. That's how we do it. There's some information over there. I couldn't pull it all up, unfortunately, but it's okay. I'll do some other things off screen that you guys can't see. I'll try and do something in the background. But I wanted to, in fact, while I'm doing it. But here we are at the stockometer. Once again, you can see $57. You see where we're at. Look at this. Calls. Now, you guys know calls and options in the money expiring June 18th, 480,000. All right. Now, look how many shares available to borrow is now 1 million. This was lower earlier today. It was around 850, as I recall. That's how many is available to borrow. Now, we have a lot of people doing naked shorts, which means the hedge funds. All right. You can see the numbers. Once again, borrowed shares. These borrowed shares, people are going to have to pay for these. Once again, This could turn into what people may call a gamma squeeze. This could be crazy over the next 7 days. So are you going to be in tomorrow? Is it going to be 60 something? Now remember, I'm going to tell you guys like it is, because you guys know, a lot of you know, we bought back when it was like $5 last year. Okay? $5.30, I believe, was my dollar cost average. I recently bought last week when it went up to 67. That's right. I've invested at 67, so my dollar cost average went up to $6 and something. Nothing major. But the point I'm trying to make is I took a risk at 67. So now when it dropped to 45 or 43, I didn't sell because I understood what's happening. Once you understand and get information, you start feeling a little more confident. So therefore, I'm not even mad about that, but my dollar cost average is real low. Even if somebody bought at 67 right now, they're feeling a lot better than they did a week ago when it was 43 and 42 and 44. So I'm just saying, no reason to panic. So you can see on the screen, pretty plain and simple. Expiry date, in the money, 480,000. Out of the money, presently 262. But look at here, out of the money on puts, 675. That's 900 and some thousand right now that could be affected, ladies and gentlemen. So just keep paying attention. These numbers are going to start getting crazy over the next few days. Dark pool money, look at this. These are those the hidden hedge fund, hiding stuff, trying to swap stocks back and forth. Again, short percentage, 38.2%. Dark pool, 65. You can see it, ladies and gentlemen. Notice it's creeping up, 58% just a week ago, 61, 63, 62, 65. All right? Here, let me do something else while I'm thinking about it. I do have the Fintel down below, but what I like to do is this right here. Also, I put it in the chat so you guys can go directly to it. All right. And I got to give a shout out to Haps because I'm running on Haps tonight as well. So we have to give a shout out there. All right. Fails to deliver. Now that's a whole nother subject matter. Some people are buying shares and then it's not delivered to them. That is crazy. And that also is going to affect what's going to happen over the near term. So don't expect the price. I don't expect the price to go down in the next 4 days. If it does go down, that just means their manipulation, just like what happened when it went all the way up to 67. And then the hedge funds had to attack and make it drop. And when it was dropping, they were able to buy the shares. Now keep this in mind. Start thinking about it. Those people who bought it 60, 65, 67 like myself, and all of a sudden it drops to 45. Think about this. The hedge funds grabbing up shares at 45. Then when the price goes up to 57, they're selling millions of shares at 57. That's $12. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you need to hold on to this right now. There is a deadline for people to acquire and get shares in their hands. All right? So that's why you want to make sure you are going to invest in AMC. I can only tell you what's going to happen. You can only get the information yourself. And I'm just letting you know. All right? So this is pretty simple. Not that hard. All right. Let's get back on screen. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So as you can see, it's not that hard. You can see what I'll give you the info on the stonkometer, as I call it, Stonko tracker. I'll put that in the chat room as well. All right. So what I want to know is, what do you guys think? Do you think AMC is going to keep rising this week? From what I've shown you so far, what do you think is going to happen? Now, what else can we talk about? The other side of the coin, pun intended. We're going to go with price of Bitcoin today, right? What happened? You guys paying attention? You remember Elon Musk, the master manipulator, here goes Bitcoin. Last week, members of the channel that has the icon next to their name, you guys know when I said I sold some stocks and then I said I bought BTC only, right? I didn't buy any more stock. I just bought BTC. Some of you might have thought I was crazy, but the same rules apply. When you understand that these guys are giving you FUD, that's just ridiculous, right? When you know they're giving you FUD, then you can take advantage of it. And unfortunately, I'm trying to find the June 7th, 33, June 8th, 33, June 9th, 37. So no matter what you did, if you have done anything between June 5th and June 7th, you're anywhere from 10% to 30% in the positive. All right? Now, if you would have bought something June 10th, you're still 10% positive plus. Bought something June 12th on Saturday, you're still past 10%, nearly 15%. All right? So you're doing pretty good. Elon Musk all of a sudden comes out and says, it's all right. We had a conversation. If the guys that are the miners reduce their, I call it carbon footprint, but if they reduce their electricity use, then you can buy Teslas again using Bitcoin. Now, that again, the guy's joking, the guy's messing around, because yes, I can send millions of dollars over, or $72,000 over to buy a Tesla if I want to using Bitcoin. Well, not yet. He hasn't reinstated it yet, but just by him saying so, of course, Bitcoin rises. But the fact of the matter is, not many people really uses Bitcoin to do transactions, because you can only do so many transactions per second. And because the blockchain, once it gets congested, starts charging you arms and legs for transactions. I don't care what anybody says. I disdain this $20, $30 when things get congested to pay on the blockchain, when you can just use Visa, MasterCard, debit cards, and you're paying nothing. This is not making any sense yet. All right. Now, there's other coins like you guys heard me talk about before, BSV, that's like 1 cent, 2 cents. I don't understand why everybody's against BSV, the Bitcoin guys, because it's like a Bitcoin protocol as well, and it's cheaper, faster, and everything. But for whatever reason, nobody wants to use that. But we're all going to take a ride with Bitcoin, right? Are you investing in Bitcoin? Let me know if you guys are investing in Bitcoin. What you think? Do you think anything's going to happen? Do you think the price is going to keep rising back up after it's dropped almost to 30,000? Or do you think it's going to drop back down to 20, 25, 30,000 again? Either way, let me know what you think long term. All right? We have Haps up here. What's up, Mike? How you doing? And he's saying, yes, it will go up. That's right. That's it exactly. He's a believer. Right on. Let me know if you're talking about AMC or if you're talking about Bitcoin. All right. Let's see here. Victor Marrero, nice lift for Bitcoin, about 10%. Tanzania wants to play too. Now Brazil and Panama are interested in crypto, and Musk is back in. The snowball effect. ETH also had a nice lift. That's right. When Bitcoin goes up, they usually all go up. And yes, ETH went back up about 10% as well, because I remember it was 22, 21, 22,000. Now it's around 24, 25. So exactly. I agree with you on this one. So Mike H, Mike High up there at Haps, let me know. But I agree, Marrero. Here's how it starts, ladies and gentlemen. And let's face it, Brazil, Panama, Tanzania, these developing nations, they realize that they could actually get a leg up, because you have to understand what's happening here in the world. America is the world currency. So we get to tell Brazil, Panama, Tanzania what their trade is for our dollar. We can tell them it's 3-1, 5-1, 8-1, 10-1, whatever. I don't know what they are, but we get to dictate to them what it is, while we print money. And while we, the United States government and U.S. citizens, are like nearly $30 trillion in debt, and we're still over here printing money. If Brazil and Panama or Tanzania does that, then all we do is go, oh, your currency is worth 20-1. You follow what I'm saying? So now these guys, You can see it coming. They're all sitting here going, hey, we can bypass the US dollar, and now we're all equal footing. There is none of this. You get to charge us 20-1 because we're printing money, but now you guys are in debt and you're printing money and do not get penalized. That's why Russia recently said, you know what? We're not even dealing with the US dollar anymore. We're bypassing. And more countries might start doing this bypass. Just like American citizens right now, you might be getting fed up with this inflation the inflation that's happening. 3% inflation in 1 month, 4% inflation in 1 month. I can easily see why you as a person should be in crypto. Nations who are not, only one country has world currency. All the rest of the world has to fend for themselves against whatever the United States says it's worth. And now these governments don't have to deal with that. They can just deal directly with their citizens, create their own infrastructure, their own money, and there's no borders. Now, so if we all agree that Bitcoin is 40,000 and somebody says, hey, send me $10 worth of Bitcoin, well, it doesn't matter where you are. $10 worth of Bitcoin is the same in Brazil, Panama, Tanzania, El Salvador. Does not matter. Wherever you are, that $10 is $10. All right? So that's a huge difference. Nobody gets to fudge the numbers. And I like that. So, of course, we have to be in that Bitcoin. Moses TV's in the house. Good evening, SSN fam. Let's get it. His entry, Moses TV with the icon next to his name. Thank you so much for being here. I humbly appreciate the icon, and I'm glad you're here once again. The big push up, BTC. I agree. Welcome to the Monday night live stream. Thank you for your input on that. I agree 100%. Who thinks BTC is going to go down? That's what I want to know. Or AMC is going to go down over the next, let's call it this week. Let's call it the next 2 weeks. Did Russia drop the dollar? That's right, Curtis Davis. They don't want nothing to do with it. They're getting tired of this nonsense. Here we go. That's exactly right. Here we go, man. Let me pull it up for you. If you guys can see that. Says it will completely remove U.S. dollar from its $185 billion wealth fund, aiming to replace it with assets denominated in euro and gold. There you go. That's it. They're like, you guys are printing way too much money. It's worthless. It's going down in value. And you're causing inflation. American citizens are paying more money, which they don't care about that. But as an American citizen, you should care about your government printing money and acting like they have a blank check. Meanwhile, they're coming to you, coming to me, and saying you got to pay more taxes. All right? And if you don't pay more taxes, who cares? You're going to pay for more of your food, your goods, your services, your energy, your gas. You're just going to pay more for all of it. We don't care. Because why? United States government and all governments do not make money. They get money by taxing their citizens. All right? But to deconstruct the legacy leverage of dollar, hard to fix. There you go. Yeah, what do you call that? That monetary theory. Yeah, for 100 years now. I call it a failure. We've had a Great Depression, a Great Recession. Recessions every 10 to 12 years. The only way they can stave it off is because you start manipulating with interest rates. And now you have a stock market that's totally manipulated. And because there's so much information available, you have people being able to make thousands, if not millions of dollars off of stocks like AMC, GME, and a few others. So you got to love that, right? I love it. Hopefully you guys are in. Gold, the big push. Yes, gold. Exactly. No, look, let's just put it this way. I should probably start doing a book club or start talking about books, because a lot of people, when you go to school these days, apparently they don't teach economics. All right. They don't give you the idea, because economics is pretty simple, especially when there's straight lines. So what I mean by a straight line is If you know that when you print money out of thin air, then that means everything that people just bought is now worth less. If you know that, and it also tells you that it means inflation is going to happen. So that's a straight line. You print money, inflation is going to happen. So, you know inflation's coming. It's here. It's not going away. All they did was reduce interest rates to zero. That's all that happened. That's one of their tools in the toolbox. They only have like 2 tools in the toolbox. Once they reduced the interest rates to near zero, now what? Nothing. All you can do is print more money and then give FUD on TV talking about, well, we can print all the money we want and inflation will stay away. Sorry, that's not how it works. Because you guys who have been longtime listeners of the SSN Nation, you guys know I always use this example. And for anybody new here, here's the example. Imagine you're playing Monopoly. And while you're playing Monopoly, as the game goes, everybody knows he who ends up with the most money wins, or with all the money wins, right? So let's say you're playing Monopoly and there's 4 people at the table. All 4 people lost. 1 person has all the money. All right. The other 3 people start laughing. And the guy who has all the money starts going, why are you guys laughing? They go, hey, we just talked to the Federal Reserve. They're giving us more money. So now all 3 of us who have no money, all of a sudden now have the same amount of money as the guy who just won the game, or even more. And so now we can tell the guy, hey, man, you know that house and homes and all this that you have, we'll buy it from you. Except now we're going to have to buy at a higher price, right? But the point I'm trying to make is we don't lose. The 3 of us who lost, we still don't lose. But we did one thing for you. We raised the asset values, and we also caused inflation at the same time. So all the people who have no money, all the people who make lower income, guess what they get? Left behind. Because we just got our money. You guys didn't get your money. You're still working. You understand what's happening here? That's the best way I can tell you right now. So you got to get on board. You got to get your streams of income. You're going to have to invest in something. You just can't sit idly by. What's happened over the even last year, you guys know the story. Almost 15% of the money supply was printed last year alone. Never mind over the last 3 years. It's almost 50% in the last 3 years of the overall money supply. Check out the last video that I did. I showed you the M1 money supply. The government running on credit card debt on citizens. Exactly. Remember, the corporation of the United States uses you as a tax member. You're a subsidiary. You're out here busting your ass while these guys are sitting there going, no worries, we're just going to print some more money. And the haves keep getting more and inflated. That's why we have billionaires who their values keep rising, because if you have assets, they're going to increase because inflation increases. You guys got to get on board with this. If you keep sitting here waiting around, you're going to get lost and left behind about another 6 to 12 months from now, if not already, because it's already 10% or 7% in 2 months. Prices have increased. Some of you might be going, well, look at the lumber price. Look at the food prices. Look at gas prices. Look at all these prices. I'm like, well, it's across the board. Don't think they're not going to catch up and charge you now. Don't think your energy bill is not going to be higher. Don't think everything's not going to cost more. They have no choice. Whenever you print money, the value of your money decreases. All right? Even if you're rich, you get run over inflation. Exactly. So that's why rich people have to have their money in certain things. Just like if you have your money in stocks. Think about this. A stock means you're investing in a company. That's what it used to literally mean. But now you are investing in a symbol. And that company, they are just going to pass on any extra cost to people that are buying their products, which means the numbers that they're going to get for revenue is just going to look higher on paper. But in actuality, is it worth more? Who knows? but I do know this, their stock price is going to increase. So everybody thinks they're winning, which you are winning if you're invested in there, because if their stock price increases, it didn't cost you anything. Just like what's about to happen right here with AMC and the squeeze. If you bought it 45, you're happy right now. If you bought it 50, you're happy right now, right? It didn't cost you any extra that the stock rose in less than 3 days, right? Same thing's going to happen. Same thing. So you got to get on board, ladies and gentlemen. Copy. That's right, Big Push. Appreciate it. So once again, let me know what you guys are doing. Are any of you investing in AMC at this price point? Tomorrow it could be 58, 59 after in pre-markets. It can be at 60 pre-markets. Who knows? And as far as Bitcoin, well, Bitcoin could be another 5 to 10% tomorrow or overnight for that matter. So are you guys even entertaining that, or are you going with something else? Because there's always other investments. You don't have to invest only in AMC or Bitcoin. But again, 30 minutes in, how can I forget? Please smash that like button. And if you like what we talk about this and much more. You can always search the Stop Struggling Now channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button, please, so that way the YouTube algorithms know we're in the house on Monday Night Lives, like always. All right? And don't forget, Wednesday Night Live is members only chat. That's everyone that has the icon next to the name can be in the chat room and chat, and everybody else can watch. So that's how we do it on Wednesday nights, and it starts at 8:50 as well. Holding and buying more. Also holding Bitcoin long. Exactly, Big Push. I like the sound of that. It sounds like you're a true investor and you're putting in your hard money and taking a risk. That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. That's why the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer, because a person that doesn't really have money to invest, they can't take advantage of this. Think about it. If you make a certain amount of money, you're living paycheck to paycheck. You can't sit there and go, well, you know what? I'm going to put $500 in here when you're living paycheck to paycheck. You can't take advantage and go, well, I want to buy 10 shares of stock for $570, let's call it, and I'm going to take a risk, because you're sitting there like, oh, man, I have to pay bills with that. So that is the difference. Meanwhile, the people that do have disposable income, then you can sit there and take out chances. You're 500, you can say, I'm going to spend 570 for 10 shares. Or last week, I'm going to spend 450 for 10 shares. And now this week, that 10 shares is 570, and it could be rising even more. And if it starts going off into the space that GME went into, over 100 into 200, then let's just face facts. There's going to be millionaires made, if not already. All right? Because remember, last year, AMC was $5 a share. All right? Somebody, baby, you need 125 shares of AMC. Okay, 125 shares AMC works. No problem with that. That's right, holding, like I said, the value of the dollar is given by the rest of the world. 73% of the world transactions are made based on the dollar. If other countries stop accepting dollars, we'll be in trouble. Print, print, print. Exactly, Victor Marrero. That's exactly what's going on. This is why China has been trying to stop the United States from being world currency, but the rest of the world's like, no, it's all right. We're good. We like the system. Why? Because governments can print money. They can get loans. They can get bailed out. So that's why they're all riding along with this. And that's why they're all trying to do this Bitcoin half in, half out stuff and giving it FUD sometimes, then backing it sometimes. But if Panama, if Brazil, if Tanzania, if El Salvador, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be some other developing nations that's going to come in on this, now all of a sudden that changed the whole ecosystem. And when you start dropping the dollars and these other countries start using alternative currency, which Bitcoin's not really a currency, but if they start using that to buy and sell goods and services, it's a currency. Just like gold and silver. I can go around the world. If I have gold and silver on me, I can always change that into money, whichever currency there is. So we're at that point. The modern monetary theory is about to get busted up if people don't get on board. I mean, governments don't get on board with something. All right. AMC, Eva, Lola, Cookie, or Rolano, welcome to the Monday Night Live stream. Thank you so much for being here. AMC is on fire. Don't panic, sell new people if it's halted. Don't freak out. 2, we'll regret it. Never sell at a loss. We are the champions. Right on. Couldn't have said it any better, because that's exactly what's going to happen. You already know the playbook because they already did it when GME went up. Remember that? Because you guys know there's millions of shares that are naked shorts as well right now. All right? In the next 3 or 4 days, those naked shorts, they're scrambling, and unfortunately, they're going to have to pay $60, $70, $80, $100 for stocks that they could have bought for $40. Yeah, it's going to happen. So I just don't know what the amount is because, I'm not in predictions. But all I'm trying to say is she is exactly right. All right? Wilson Khoo, the flames are getting hotter. I agree. That's exactly what I'm talking about. James Hanna, many altcoins are following Bitcoin and ETH up. That's right, James Hanna. Exactly. That's exactly what happens. That's the traditional pattern. All eyes are on Bitcoin. When Bitcoin rises, it seems to bring up the whole altcoin universe. They all start creeping up. Why? Because it's kind of like almost based on what ETH is doing, what Bitcoin's doing, but they all fall in line. Although there's outliers, of course, like anything else. There's always something that goes up 50% or 100% in a day, but generally that's almost like pump and dump type stuff. But generally, if it's stable and it's something that people believe in, then generally all crypto will rise. And there goes another potential investment that people can do. All right. You can do investments. By the way, get your free $10 from Coinbase. If you haven't already signed up with Coinbase, please get that $10 from Coinbase down below in the description below the video. All right. Invest, people. Buy homes, own property. Don't let these hedgies. Oh my God. Yes. I will be making a video tomorrow about this. I'm glad you brought that in. Eva, Lola, Cookie, Arellano, I like that name. But the hedge funds, just like in the Great Recession, Great Recession in the last 8 years, hedge funds, the wealthy are buying up zip codes. So they're buying up property right now. So you're not bidding against ordinary people. So some people are realizing they're going out to get a home. They find a home for $500,000. The asking price was $500,000. They put in $500,000. The realtor comes back to them and says, "Oh, I'm sorry. There's other offers they're considering." Come to find out, other offers are like $520, $540, $580, $600. Come to find out, the hedge funds are over here buying up swaths of homes, and then they're turning around renting them. That's how they're getting their yield. That's how they're getting to pay their investors. And part of this has to do with things like the fund rise and these REITs. All right? Because people are investing their money into these REITs, and then they're going out here being able to buy up 100 homes, 50 homes, and then they turn around and rent them out. So we're having a renter society right now because the wealthier are getting wealthier. It's that simple. More you print, more the people have to pay. That's it exactly. That's exactly right. Phoenix rising, baby. Nuggets to the moon. James Hanna, thank you so much. That's what we're trying to do around here. Everybody has a chance. There's no barrier to entry. I don't even want to hear anybody. There's no barrier to entry. No excuse. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing the gear. CEO of my life. You're the CEO of your life. Don't play around. Let's go with Robinhood. You might be sitting here going right now, "Hey, Eric, all I have is like $100. Okay. Well, guess what? You can get fractional shares at Robinhood. You can get fractional shares at Fidelity. You can get fractional shares at a lot of brokerages. But at least get in the game. Okay? It's not too late. You can buy Bitcoin already fractionally. So if you had $100, you can buy $100 worth of Bitcoin if you want it. The numbers, the percentage still ends up being the same. If it rises 50%, your money goes up 50%. If it rises 100%, your money goes up 100%. Either way, you have to take a risk. No difference than you going out here buying anything that isn't necessary. That's a risk. It goes down in value. You don't care that it went down in value, right? All right. Oh no, AMC to 900. I don't know. If AMC went to 900, that would be a miracle. I'm not going up that high with the lofty goals, but the way things are looking, we're going to find out in the next day or two, because the closer we get to the 18th, we're going to find out. And in fact, even after the 18th, because on the 21st, there's that new NCS 22, I believe, dash 2021 dash 002 coming out, that the SEC is trying to implement something June 1st that has to do with shorting. Now, that's going to be very interesting because, as we always know, the wealthy, the hedge funds, they always have loopholes for them. All right, so I'm not holding my breath for that. Even if they implement it, who cares? Canadian household debt reached 112%. Oh my goodness. Wilson Khoo, this is terrible. 112%? That's living paycheck to paycheck with IOUs. Wow. China is pretty much on the same boat as us. They have over $5 trillion in reserve. Exactly. That's exactly right, Marrero. But they don't have 30 trillion in debt, though. That's the problem. Debt, Ponzi scheme, rolling away. Exactly. Arizona is being bought up, speaking. Exactly. That's exactly right, James Hanna. That's where I have already read the articles on it. It's sickening. It's very, very sickening what is going on. So you make I'm not going to say it, the pandemic's made up, but all I'm trying to say is there's hard times, Great Recession, now a pandemic, and now people lost jobs. People are getting evicted. People who have loans and mortgages can't pay them. Now they're up on the auction block, and all that money that the United States government loaned, you guys have heard of it, PPP, that went to corporations who didn't need the money. They're using free money to buy up homes. That's why this is so disgusting. Companies are getting $100 million, $50 million, and then they get to go down and buy as many homes as they want at $500,000, $600,000, $700,000, $300,000. You can buy a lot of homes when you have $100 million, $50 million. Okay? This is crazy. So it's happening all over. Andre Miller's in the house. Welcome to the Monday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. With the icon next to your name. Hi, Eric and SSN family. Thank you. Curtis Davis, sad situation. Mr. Financial, that's it exactly. It's very sad. That's why the only way you can protect yourself is you have to make fire with fire. If you have an opportunity to make some money, you got to have to take the risk to make it. Because you're not going to take the risk, then that means you have the status quo. Everybody here at SSN Nation, and for the newbies, you guys, if you don't know, I always say this, 60% of the population doesn't even have $500 in their bank account. 60% of Americans do not have $500 in their bank account. I keep saying it, and everybody knows what the next number is, who are SSN family members. 70% of the population doesn't even have $1,000 in their bank account. 70% of the U.S. population. You do realize there's 300 and roughly, we'll call it 350 million United States citizens or people in America. It's unheard of to think that 200 million do not have $1,000 in their bank account. Even if you went down and said 150 million do not have $1,000 in their bank account. That is a travesty, and it's just going to get worse. So you're going to have to take a risk. So you can lose like you always can. Whenever you invest, you can always lose, but you're going to have to take risk. Exploring an investment in Tulum, Mexico, a brand new international airport train system connecting 10 major tourist cities, including Cancun in 2023. President signed the order, the next Cancun. I've heard of Tulum. Thank you so much, Victor Marrero, for some real estate investing in Tulum, Mexico. Hey, we got to go check this out because he's already started to talk about the infrastructure. We need a train system. And he's saying it's connecting 10 major tourist cities. That's exactly the infrastructure that you need if you want people to come in and buy. All right? International airport, train system to move people around. And I'm assuming that means they're going to have highways as well to get to and from. But a train system is a whole lot better, especially if it's high speed. Or let's just call it at least 80 miles per hour or something. All right? But Mexico has tough terrain. So it's going to be very interesting to connect 10 major tourist cities. But if they do that, that is the competition. That's places that people might go. So we'll find out. But 2023, I like it. That's 2 years from now. And that's a very short 2 years, ladies and gentlemen. Time flies when you're having fun. And that's very cool. Thank you for that, Victor Marrero, because everybody knows we talk about Punta Cana. Get this. I got an email from somebody today who bought at Panorama Garden. I'm in building 2. They're in building 5. All right. And if she's watching, hello, Miss Gonzalez. Congratulations once again. But not only did she buy, 9 other people bought in Panorama at Vista Cana. Also, I don't know which units they bought, but 9 other people. So, of course, their whole thing is about, just like anybody's, when you buy overseas, you're sitting there saying, well, wait a minute, how am I going to do clean up? How am I going to, get people in and out? Well, here's the good news. For everybody that's in the Punta Cana area, right now, in today's money, USD, housekeepers or people to come clean your house only charge $15-$20. Now, there's going to be a whole new business going on over there. So I'm expecting the price to rise. Even if it doubles, I'm willing to pay $40. I'm willing to pay $50. Now, just think about, we're in the electronic age. You can put door locks that are electronic on your door and give people codes. You can have a code for the housekeeper, a code for security if you need it, and a code for your guest. Just like a hotel room, the card stops working when it's checkout time. Same thing. So all you really need to worry about is, and you don't go hand to hand. What I mean is you don't rent hand to hand. You're renting using a platform like an Airbnb, like a VRBO. So people pay the platform. Money's already paid. You give them the code so they can check in. You can use it on your app, on your phone. They check out. The housekeeper's already scheduled because they know the person's checkout day, and they handle. This isn't that hard, right? Now, there's always bad apples. Somebody's going to try and stay over. Somebody's going to try and do funny stuff. Well, that's where we have to deal with potentially somebody coming in, management potentially. But I'm going to tell you right now, I have 2 units there already. And it only makes sense that a whole world of opportunity is unearthing itself. Wouldn't it make sense to have a management company over in the DR in Punta Cana? And how about manage other people's property plus your own and make a percentage on top? It kind of makes sense to me. And that also means I might even just buy another unit there. Or I might get an office that you can buy downtown. That'll be the management office. I mean, you can make this kind of easy because it's $25,000 to buy an office downtown, by the way, at the Central Park. So just saying, very sad to see the greed putting your own people out on the streets, and consumerism addiction is going to the moon so Bezos can mint more money. Exactly, Wilson Khoo. That's how it works. People don't understand. OC's in a rigged game. Wake up. That's exactly right. Couldn't have said it any better, Mr. Financial Curtis Davis. That's exactly right. This game is rigged. It has been rigged, but it's not rigged that much anymore. And all because information is available freely to a lot of people. And that's how you have the GME, the AMC, and other short squeezes that have happened. And now you can see the SEC all of a sudden is like, hold on. We're going to come out with a new rule. Of course they are. Because everything that they've been letting these hedge funds get away with, Now that the ordinary citizens, the OCs, are taking advantage of these clowns, now all of a sudden they're going to change the rules. When before they're sitting there going, oh, we don't care about the dark money pools. We don't care about none of that. And meanwhile, that's why they always called retail investors, which is us, ordinary citizens. That's why they used to call us dumb money. Now you know why we were dumb money, because you didn't have the information readily available to you in 1 minute where you can make market moves in 30 seconds. Now, a whole bunch, millions of people are on Reddit or on even SSN Nation. We're talking about it and know where to go to look up information now. And now we have almost nearly the same information that the hedge funds have, so they can't just take advantage of us anymore. They can't just dump stocks and we don't know about it. They can't just buy up stocks and we don't know about it and manipulating the market. Now we understand how they're manipulating the market. Now we have synthetic shares that who knew that they're trading shares back and forth with each other, dropping the price, and they're not even really shares. But the market is acting like they're shares. That's synthetic shares that they're doing. And then what happens? Just like Eva said, people sell. They don't hold. They panic sell because the price is going down, but you don't know why it's going down. You're thinking people are selling. Well, guess what? Synthetic shares, they're not selling. People aren't selling, but it looks like it. The hedge funds are selling their fake shares with each other and they're putting it on the market, acting like it happened, but nobody's holding the shares. Failure to pay for their shares. So you see what they're doing. Now, who knew about all that before, like 10 years ago? Unheard of. Nobody knows, right? So meanwhile, these guys, the hedge funds, billionaires, they knew what they were doing. And so they had nerve to call retail investors dumb money. Right, we were dumb because they had the information. They're doing stuff that we can't do. All right. Big push with, let me see, what did he put up here? AMC to 900, I don't know. Wish. Oh, with. All right. Tanisha Lyles, Miss Price is Right is in the house on the Monday Night Live. Welcome. Glad to see you again with the icon next to your name. Hey, family, happy Monday. Happy Monday it is. Glad you're here. Thank you so much for being here. Victor M. Tulum is nice. Yeah, I've heard about it. I've never been there. Tell us more. Listen to CEO Bank of America. He said middle class after average of 6,000, and he's crazy. If he's saying half to average, yeah, you're going to have to average 6,000. The way things are going right now, I'm thinking middle class must be 250K per year. It's not. That's 1%er right there. No, middle class is not that. Middle class is only around 60, 70,000 a year. That's it. That's it. And with this inflationary situation, it's about to be very, very bad. James Hanna, when the people can't pay their house payment due to COVID will come up. That is what we have to watch out. So we sadness coming equals more buying opportunities year out from now. Exactly, James Hanna. That's why we talk about getting that duffel bag of cash ready. And then, in fact, what better way how do you get a duffel bag of cash? There's a couple of ways. Start your own business, right? But that's a slower process. You're starting it. You're going to make the money. It might take you some time to ramp up. That's one way to do it. Another way, you could do investments in like a Bitcoin. Well, it could be a lot of different crypto. It could be in a lot of different stocks. But how many stocks are going to go 10, 20, 30, 40% in 6 months or 5 months or even a month? Because that's what we're looking at here with AMC, for instance. In 1 month, you could almost, let's pull up AMC. I want to see something. Since we're talking about it, let's go see AMC. I want to see what AMC was a month ago. Here we go. $13.95. I was just getting ready to prove my point. $13.95, 308%. This is exactly the thing right here. You have to take a risk. How many people are going to take a risk when it was $13.95 and go, okay, I'm going to invest in this and put in maybe 500 or 1,000. And all of a sudden, the more you would have put in, but that's a risk. Most people don't have that 1,000 to risk. So now they would have 3,000, right? More than that, actually. They would have like 4,000. So that is the difference, and that's how fast this can change. So get your duffel bag of cash together, make investments that you can make money while you sleep. All right. A lot, even though we're talking slow growth, dividend stocks. Members of the channel that have the icon next to their name, today I dropped something on the community tab for members only, and I got LUMN, which is Lumen. They used to be Charter, was it? I can't remember. It's not Charter. It's CenturyLink. They merged. Dividend was issued today. Making money while we sleep off of money I invested in them years ago. I'm still making money, getting dividends from them. All right. So this is what long-term and short-term, you have options. All right. Lots of them. 7 streams of dreams income. Welcome to the Monday Night Live SSN Nation Money Making Mondays. Excellent content. Thank you so much for being here once again. And I appreciate you saying that. You know how we do it here in SSN Nation. All right, the big push. How can I get information to buy in? The big push. I don't know what you mean by that exactly, because all you have to do is download Robinhood and Webull, get the apps, get your free shares of stock down below. All right. I have the link to the apps, and then you have to link your bank account, and then you have to load your money on there, onto those apps. That's how you get in, if that's what you're referring to. If you're referring to crypto, then if you're in the United States, then most people are going to use Coinbase. So you have to get your free $10 from Coinbase by using the link down below. All right. And use that link down below for Coinbase, free $10. And the same thing, you're going to have to link your bank account, then load money onto Coinbase. Then you can buy, well, if you want to buy Ethereum, Bitcoin, you can buy a whole bunch of others, ETC, a bunch. And if you want to buy different things, then you have to go to other exchanges, because Coinbase only allows you to buy only about maybe 50 or 60 crypto, not 100. All right. Common persons out and done. That's it, James Hanna. The wealth gap is getting so much larger, and that is by design, unfortunately. All right. The tax code built for the wealthy, or the people that start a business, or people that are making money. It's strictly for them. All right. That's why you get tax breaks. That's why you get deductions for your expenses and everything that people who work at a job cannot get. All right. But you're right. The middle class is being wiped away right now. Domo up 3%. That's exactly right. I'm expecting Domo to go up, CrowdStrike to go up, Space to go up, all of it. Reddit and the fam are where it's at. That's it exactly, James Hanna. The guys on Reddit, it's almost like once they became big on TV, when CNBC, Bloomberg, and all these guys are interviewing some of the founders and they're on TV, that just attracted millions more people over to the Reddit and Wall Street Bets. And now you have hundreds of thousands of people giving information on platforms, just like what the hedge funds used to do, passing information back and forth with each other just so they can get up on the retailers. Now it's flipping, where the retailers are putting their heads together and they're going, hey, look what these guys are doing. We're going to combat that. So it's almost like chess moves. And it's a beautiful thing, since the playing field isn't level. We're still not level yet, because I can place a trade. If you don't use a limit trade and you just place a market trade, they still have people that are jumping in line in front of you. So they're buying a share, then reselling it and taking that 50 cent, that 20 cents, that penny even. And you do that millions of times a day, or a few 100,000 times a day. People are making money by having a faster speed. Just like with Robinhood, what they do is they give not Citadel, I can't remember the name of the company that they share information with. That's how they have information on you. Tanisha, hello. All right. ENOB settled at 53% gain today. Oh my. Here we go. Um, here we go. Here we go. Diesel Mike, welcome to the Monday Night Live Stream. Glad to see you here with the icon next to his name, which means he's a member of the channel. And by the way, we're 1 hour in. Please smash that like button so the YouTube guys know that we're here and people are watching. Enob, I'm putting it on the screen right now. 53% for Enochian Biosciences. That is impressive. And then, of course, wait, what happened after? Oh, it actually was higher today. It went up to like almost $11, $12. Wow, that is crazy. I don't know why they skyrocketed, but announces FDA acceptance of pre-IND request for potential. So that means, okay, FDA approval. That's what usually happens with these biosciences or biotech stocks. I'm not mad at them. 52-week. Oh, in fact, it got up to almost up to its 52-week high, but $12.99 and then $2.60. So it's back down after that. But that's something to look at. Unfortunately, we weren't ahead of that curve. But once again, how would we know what's going to be approved? Some people do, some people don't. We didn't know that one. But thank you so much for that. Diesel Mike, Ryan Felder, TSP. I don't know what TSP is. So let me know. Let's see. I don't know if he's talking about this. Two Simple Holdings, 20% in one day. That could be something. Welcome, Ryan Felder. Thank you so much for being here on the Monday Night Live. And everybody else here at HAPS too. I told you Lava Cake. Yes, finance staking pool is up a lot from last few streams. You did say Lava Cake, but you didn't tell us where we can go get Lava Cake. Is this an app? What is it? Finance. What is it? I'm going to put it in the screen. Let me see. Lava Cake Finance. That's all I got. That's all I got right now. Let me know what we're talking about here. You got to give us some more info. And now I didn't go look it up, but there's staking pools, chocolate pools, lottery coming, harvest lockup, farm staking. Oh my. Oh my. So what's their let's go look at this. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna mess around at Lava Cake, and so it's an exchange. Wait, they're using Pancake Swap. Okay, that's different. Okay. What do we have? Something called Lava? They have Safe Moon. I don't see any lava here. Pancake. Okay, you're gonna have to give me the code for Lava. No lava. Okay. But you're gonna have to let me know because this just went to Pancake Swap. Yeah, we're gonna have to look at this. So we'll have to talk about this on Wednesday, 7 Streams of Dreams. Eric, the vacation short rental business is on fire. I'm enjoying a 96 to 100% occupancy rate month to month. Punta Cana is next. Thank you, COVID. That's right. Punta Cana is next. Thank you, COVID. Yeah. And in case you guys don't know what he's referring to, he's has a property in Orlando, and it's in Margaritaville, which is a nice. Actually, it's not even nowhere near the cheapest property, but he's in I call an upscale environment, and people are willing to pay that. And he has multiple. I don't know how many units. I think it's a 2 or 3 bedroom. I don't remember, but he has enough room to hold families, and he's getting the money, and he's talking about 96 to 100% occupancy. This is incredible. So people are willing to pay that extra money to be on that property. Coinbase up 3%. Glad to hear it because it got beat down from their 350, 70 down to 225. Yeah, it's at a reasonable price right now. Exactly. Sad. It's us versus them instead of togetherness. Exactly, James Hanna. Exactly. Just keep that in mind. I wish it was like that because then you would have, all these, there's 3,800 billionaires on the planet. I'm not saying people have to give their money away, but I will be saying this. How is it that this guys can make like, $2 billion, yet they have employees making $12 an hour, $15 an hour? I'm like, wait, why can't you just take $1 billion and give all your employees a living wage of like $20, $25 an hour? I mean, I don't understand. That's where we have a problem. And the hedge funds and the mutual funds and the 401k guys, they're not interested in sharing because they're using your money that you're giving them, which is what I dropped that video about earlier yesterday. You're actually giving them your money, just like when you go to a bank, you're giving them your money, and then they're using your money to make themselves money. They're giving us nothing. They're saying here, Eric, well, banks give you nothing, 1% or less. 401ks are going, well, we're giving you 8% or 12%, but meanwhile, we're making like 500%, 1,000% on your money that you're giving us. And they're not sitting there going, hey, here's 20, 30%. Here's 50%. They're not doing none of that. They're just keeping it for themselves. It's ridiculous. Too bad it was never brought about in the Americana where money should be shared, right? The stock market like a sweet punch bowl. Exactly. Apex, I think, backs Robinhood. Oh yeah, Apex Clearinghouse. Yeah, and Webull. They both use Apex Clearinghouse. Robinhood claims they have their own clearinghouse, but as we all know, the GME thing, when they shut us down, where you couldn't buy any more shares, you could only sell. That right there proved that Robinhood doesn't have their own clearinghouse because they weren't willing to go float it. Enoch boasted a potential HIV cure. That's why they jumped so high today. Thank you, Diesel Mike. I was wondering what happened. Yeah, anything that's going to have with HIV, cancer, even COVID, any type of cure word, the word is cure, they're going to jump. And we all know, that's going to be kind of hard. Yes. Okay, with the lava cake, you need contact, okay? Okay, let me know what you exactly mean, though, because lava cake switched to the pancake swap. So I got to do some studying, I see. Always learning, always evolving. That's what we talk about here, right? All right, Key Militant, welcome to the Monday night live stream. Nice to see you, young man. If I want to resell high-end clothes and resell them for a higher price, I can still write it off under my business. Yeah, but is that your business, though? Or what business do you have? Do you have an LLC or do you have you have to be in business. An EIN number, that would be good. Tracking each sale. Yes, you can resell high-end clothes. So all you have to do is, it's pretty simple, just like if you sell any product. Just like if you buy and sell or you're in business, you buy in your inventory. Let's call it high-end clothes, and you can go somewhere and buy something for $30, and then you resell it for $60 or whatever you resell it for. That's a $30 profit. Same thing, just a different way, but you just keep track, and you keep track of your profits, and you keep track of your expenses. You treat it like a business, have an EIN number. You're in business, and then you can write off a whole bunch of things, just like going to and from to pick up. Let's say you're going to look for high-end clothes. That mileage or the gas you're using can be written off, but you have to have detailed records. Always keep records, always keep receipts. However you're going to do it, that would be an expense. If you're going to go meet somebody to sell some clothes or products, and your travel time, or your, not time, but your mileage and your gas that you use, well, you got to pick one or the other, and you record your odometer, then that's going to be a write-off to and from, because now you left your home office, let's say, right? All kind of write-offs, ladies and gentlemen, when you have your business. Ronald Anderson in the house. Welcome to the Monday night live stream with the icon next to his name. What's up, Eric and SSN Now fam? Everyone, hit the thumbs up. Thank you so much for mentioning that, Ronald Anderson. I like how he said it. Hit the thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate that, Ronald Anderson. Thank you so much for being here once again. Glad to see you. Gino Shimiente. Welcome to the Monday night live stream. Hi, is everyone? How is everyone? You know what it is, Gino Shimiente. Right up your alley. I want to know what you think about. Are you going to be buying some more AMC, or are you just leaving it alone? James Hanna, Bezos and Amazon are doing just that. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, man. Exactly. Curtis Davis, hello, family. Tanisha Lyles. Victor Marrero. Did we talk about HL and UPV here? If we did, thank you, because these two blew up my portfolio. Yes, HL we talked about. Hold on. Let me go pull this up. We're talking about Hecla Mining. Yes. And if we're talking about, so some people, UPV, another, let's go look at UPV. I don't remember UPV, quite frankly. But in the last 6 months, kind of like it. 38% on your money. UPV is a winner. Let's go. Stocks seek direction as Fed meeting looms. Okay. Gino Chimiente, always the man with the facts. That's how people interpret it. All right. Yeah, Hecla Mining gave me like a dividend. I think it was 1 cent, if I'm not mistaken. I was looking at it like, what is this? But anyhow, yeah. So we're still up there at HAPS. So if in case you want to come check us out, come to Stop Struggling Now on the YouTube channels. That's how we do it here. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So it looks like everybody's on board so far. AMC to the moon, it looks like, this week. I just want to know, is there anybody that's going to be buying above $57 if in case it's going to be past that in the morning in pre-market? Are you going to buy if it's 60, 63, 64, 65? Are you going to believe that there's going to be a short squeeze for the AMC stock? Is it going to be believable? We talked about some of those stats, right? We talked about it. Let's see who's going to be a believer. Jim's flying around. Wilson Khoo, thank you. All the time. This is how we do it on Monday Night Lives. We actually talk about things that help people. Other people sit there and may talk about it as well. But we sit here and time again go over certain things. We talk about stocks. We talk about Bitcoin. We talk about real estate. And don't forget, if in case you just now came in, Marrero dropped a gem on some real estate in Mexico. Tulum, Tulum, Mexico. And apparently the president of Mexico wants to connect 10 tourist cities with Tulum and have a train of some sort. I don't know if it's high-speed train or if it's just a regular train, but either way, if they're going to do an infrastructure like that, that is pretty serious for Mexico. And that would mean they could have tourist and real estate prices going up in Mexico, of all places. So that's a beautiful thing. That's some information that's pretty good. So now you have to start, if you're a real estate investor and you just now get this information, now we just got to start looking at, okay, what are these 10 cities? What are the tourist numbers or vacation or the rental numbers or hotel occupancy numbers? We got to know all that information and then see what's going to happen. Because if you have between those 10 cities, if they're talking about 20 million visitors and we only have 5 million rooms available, it seems like we might have a little edge if you can get in one of the larger cities. And that also means, keep in mind, this is what's happening in Punta Cana, in Dominican Republic. Keep in mind, there are people like right now on this live stream who have bought property in Dominican Republic. Some of us are going to be using them for rentals. Some people will be actually living there. So not all units are going to be rental units. That's the other thing. So even though somebody goes, well, we built 1 million new condos and villas, out of that 1 million, how many people are going to live there? It could be 300,000 people are actually going to live there. So really, that's only a net gain of 700,000 units. Now, if you're going to have in Dominican Republic, what they're talking about is instead of 6.5 million visitors, they're going to have 8.5 million visitors to the DR next year, potentially. That right there means, in my example, this isn't exactly the numbers, but in that example, you could have 2 million more people coming to the island over the course of a year, but only have really 500,000 to 700,000 new available rental units. That's a good thing. That's a supply and demand issue, which means our prices for rent would go up. All right. All right. Crypto Ho, welcome to the Monday Night Live Stream. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, Eric, last Wednesday, I was in on that big surge for AMC. I'm holding and buying and hoping another one. Right on, Crypto Ho. That's exactly what we're talking about. In case you missed the beginning of this live stream, I went over the Fintel.io numbers, and we also went over the Stonk O tracker as well, going over a little bit of that because people may understand a little bit more how many puts, how many calls are out there, how many shorts are out there. The short squeeze interest was at 23%, up from 21% just a week ago. So that means over the next 4 days, I'm expecting that to go up to 25, 26% because a whole bunch of people have to buy their shares by June 18th. It's going to be very, very interesting. And you're damn sure going to have to buy some shares by June 21st because the SEC is going to put into place that you're going to have to pay for your shares. This is going to be wild. It's going to be a wild week, but I'm glad you're in on it. I'm holding strong as well. No matter what you want to call it, I'm going to use crypto terms. I'm hodling AMC. All right? Not selling. In fact, I'm contemplating about buying some more myself, even at 57, even at 59, even at 60. What if you order clothes online? Will you have to take screenshots of the order confirmation? You don't have to. You just need your receipt. Because the receipt's going to have the company, the date, the time you bought it, and the card that you used. Right? So no problem. Either way, I mean, for backups, you can always take screenshots and print them out, but it's not really necessary. All right. On Lava Cake, it's new, so only stake coins you hold like BNB or ETH, but staking stable coins is the safest. All right. So when you're staking on there, what type of rates are we getting? Let me know. But I got to stay on Lava Cake, but it took me to Pancake Swap. That's what threw me off. I'm buying more in the morning before opening. Woohoo. All right. Well, Crypto Ho, thank you so much for mentioning that. In case you don't know what he means before opening, if you have some brokerages open at 4 a.m. in the morning Eastern time, such as Webull, down below in the description, get your free share stock from Webull. You can be at 4 a.m. to 9, well, we'll call it 9:30. That's the official time. But 4 a.m. Eastern till 9:30, you could be buying and selling stocks on Webull. You can buy and sell stocks on other platforms as well. Robinhood, for instance, though, does not even open till 9 a.m. So all that activity you could be doing on Webull for 5 hours. All right. Now, and then Robinhood, like I said, starts at 9 a.m. is their earliest. Down below is the Robinhood link, so you can get your free share of stock from them. And that sounds good. We're all going to find out. I'm actually not going to be buying in pre-market. Well, it all depends. If it's down below 57, then I'll probably buy in pre-market. All right. A French company won the bid to build a state-of-the-art train system. Oh, man, that's Bullet Train. These trains will have different themes. Awesome concept. You can Google the Mayan train. It's like buying in Cancun 20 years ago. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Victor Marrero. He knows how we do this. This helps everybody right here. Because I wasn't thinking about even going back to Mexico. But if they're doing this project here, this is serious. I like it. I'm going to put this up on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to put this on the screen. The Mayan train is a proposed 948-mile intercity railway in Mexico that would traverse the Yucatan. Oh, it's going to stay in the Cancun Yucatan Peninsula, or Yucatan Peninsula is how they call it. Oh my, that is pretty serious. And now, remember those condos that I was talking about, unbeknownst to me, when they were in Verita, Mexico, on the Yucatan Peninsula on the west side. And those were pretty cheap. Now they get to come into play. I like what I'm seeing here. I love what I'm seeing here. I'm trying to pull up this train map. I'm trying to get the train map here. Nobody wants to show it in the big. Here we go. Let's go look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's go get some property in Mexico on the Yucatan Peninsula, potentially. Now that they have a train going, connecting everything. Victor Marrero Real Estate. Here we are. Oh, yeah, I like this. I like this. And here goes there's Merida in the upper left. We were talking about this before. Merida. You guys can Google the channel for some Merida condos and villas that are for sale. The only thing is, it's not on the water, of course, but it is what it is. These are the cities. Playa del Carmen, Cancun, Tulum. There we go. FC Porto. I don't know what that is. It looks like Bacalar. Campeche. Quintan. Oh, that's the province. I don't know how to pronounce these. Maxinu, Merida, Izamel, Chichen Itza. Okay. All right. This right here on the right-hand side along the coast, that means the property values over here are now going to go up easily. Even in Merida, they're going to go up because these were cheap, but they aren't on the water. But this Campeche, that's going to be a spot now, a hot spot. I like this. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Now when people come over there on their cruises, they're going to be going over there. This is a major right here. I like it. I like it. I have to admit, I like it. AMC will be going higher. I got this morning 100 shares of AMC, full shares, not partial shares, but thinking about I will sell when it hits my target. Gino Chimiente, he's the man that believes in profits, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what his target price could be, but it could be, let me see. I'm trying to guess. Let me see what he normally does. No, I don't. Would his target price really be like, yeah, it could be 85. Let me know if I'm in the ballpark. It might be around 85 or 90 because he does it right. He takes his 30, 40, 50% profits and runs. He has no problem with that. So if you want to share your target, if not, I understand. It's all right. Okay, Melanie Bonita missed 23 streams of income. And now I'm going to have to call it missed 24 streams of income because Clubhouse didn't exist a few months ago. So I know she has some more streams of income from Clubhouse. So I'm just going to add the 24 streams of income. She's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Great evening, SSN family. And once again, she has her own channel. You guys can go check her out. She has books on Amazon. That's right. She's an author, ladies and gentlemen. And you can buy her books there. It helps you out. I can only tell you, men, women, everybody. She's got it going on. So welcome to the Monday Night Live stream. All right. Love that Tulum idea. Yes, Wilson Khoo. We're going to have to find out. Now I got to do a video about Tulum. I like it's right on the water. And I will be selling the shares when I make 20%. There we go. I knew he wasn't going to do no crazy. I know he does 20, 30%. 20%, that could be a 20% movement tomorrow. Because if you even bought at 55 today and it goes up 20%, you're only at 65. So my 80 was even high. So he's going to sell when it gets to around somewhere between 65 and 70, which that could happen tomorrow or in the next couple of days. It's all doable. So he's going to take 20% and run. And that's a perfect example, ladies and gentlemen. You can already figure out what your playbook is as far as selling when you buy. You could do just what Gino Chimiente is doing. You could say, okay, I'm good with 20% profit. I'll sell, go on about my business. Or I'm good with 30 or 40, whatever your case may be. But don't leave profit on the table. Now I'm sounding like Gino Chimiente. All right. Oh, I smashed the like button. Thank you so much, Melanie Bonita, for mentioning that. Please smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Let the YouTube algorithm know that we're in here and giving out information. You just never know. Just like this latest gem about the Mexico train. Now we have to go to Tulum. Now he's got me curious. Now here we go. The reason why Tulum makes me Tulum and Campeche. But it's not really Campeche because I don't know the distance here to go from Cancun or Playa del Carmen, the main places most people go, and the cruise ships. But look how close Tulum is. So that means somebody can jump on a train and be down in Tulum. This looks like maybe 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes max. So that means people can go through this corridor, and Tulum is on the water. And as anybody knows that rents places, the value, your homes or your condos, villas, they're more valuable the closer they are to the water. Okay? Or a lake. That works too. So that's why Tulum is very, very interesting. Now, let's go look. We're going to make this pre-construction condos. How about that? Let's go see what we got. Yes, they have them. Here we are from 145 Americans. And in case you're new to SSN Nation, let's call it what it is. Let's get back on track here. No credit check, no qualifying for pre-construction normally. That's how it works. All right? You can search the channel for Merida. There's a video on Merida. There's a video. That's the only one in Mexico. The other videos are in Punta Cana or Dominican Republic. Pre-construction. All you need is 10% down. And some cases, well, I think all of them are 10% down now. Generally $1,000 to reserve. Then 30 to 45 days later or 60 days later, you put down the remaining 10%. And then you pay monthly over the course of 1 year, 2 years, however long they take to deliver the unit. Then you're expected to pay the remaining, normally 30, well, 60 or 50%. But here's the beauty of it. Most properties go up in value. So your loan to value is decreased. So you might only have like a 30 or 40% loan to value. And then you get that loan for that. And now you're off to the races. You rent it out. And now you're making money. And you're controlling an asset, ladies and gentlemen, with no credit, no barriers to entry, no nothing. You're in. All right? Now, let's go back over here. Because apparently, here's the first one that comes up. They're 145, which is not unreasonable, especially in Mexico, and especially if they're putting this train there, which they are, apparently. So now you are in the line of fire, just where you want to be. We don't know where that airport's going to be at, though, right? Is the airport going to be where? Oh, here we are, 154. It looks like 100 and mid 150s maybe. Okay, this is a short. So I guess he just gave me a video to make now. We're going to go look and research. Oh, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. This is affordable for everybody. Look at this. Here we go. It's under 100 grand, but these are downtown Tulum. We need something on the water, right? Let's get closer to the water unless we have a reason to get something downtown. Unless we got Party City downtown. Otherwise, we don't want to be downtown. But just since we have everybody's attention here, where is the pre-construction? That's all. I just want to get an idea because I don't know what they're doing in Mexico right now on this side. Do we have reserve? I'm trying to 82% retirement friendly. Okay, let's go with this. I'm just going to go with this one here. 83,000. It's not on the water. Okay, no elevators, no escalators. This is simple. These are just simple. 2 bedrooms, amenities. It doesn't say pre-construction. So we're going to be doing some homework. All right. That's just the way it is. Looks like we have to do some homework here. But that was easy one. Let's go. What is this? I see a pool here. Let's see what this one is, and then we'll move on. This is Amazing Studio in Region 15. Well, All right. It looks like community. Or is that? Yeah, it looks like that was a community. Okay, this is Simple Studio. Yeah, we're going to have to look into this. There'll be a video coming out on some Mexico deals. So we're going to find out what we can do. All right. And tell them. That will be interesting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. Real estate investing. Get your assets before this inflation kicks in. Real estate's an asset. Stocks asset. Crypto asset. Gold, silver assets. All right. Those are some of the few right there. All right, let's see what we got. The airport will be Tulum International Airport to be completed by Okay, there we go. The construction started, so both the airport and train are inaugurated same year. Victor Marrero. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. There you have it. Now you know why the property values are going to increase. So let's see if we can get some pre-construction over here, right? Let's get in this. Let's get in. Let's go. Pre-sale. This is going to be hotcakes, I can tell you right now. Because the infrastructure is one of those things in Mexico. And I don't know why they didn't do this in Cabo by connecting San Jose del Cabo and Los Cabos. Instead of just making people drive, they should have put this. And then they should have linked, I can't remember the other city that's north of Cabo, but they should have just linked those like they're doing this right now. That would have changed the whole dynamics there. But you can already see what's happening here. 650 grand for 3,700 square foot, 3-bedroom condo. This is getting kind of wild. That's real wild. The prices are already increased. So we're going to have to look in pre-sale. Here we go. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Here we go. Well, we found the golden ticket. We're trying to do ordinary citizens below 250. I have a feeling they're all going to be 200. Here we go. Ordinary citizens. Can you get in below 150? Yes, you can. Seems like they have the same playbook. They're building like a 5 or 6 floor high. Eco-friendly development, new studios. Where's that project at? That's going to be off the charts. Here goes something. I like, looks like they might have more amenities here. We always need amenities, ladies and gentlemen. If you can get them, you want your units to have the complex to have amenities. So hopefully you can see some of this. Okay, there's a fitness center here, a pool. All right. Okay. They're calling them high-end condos. Looks like it's in the forest to me, but hey, here we are. All right. We're getting a little tidbits, or you are getting a little tidbits. You won't be able to see this here that I'm about to load up. Oh, yes, you can. Oh, can't see it. We are about to, they're not giving out any info. I just want to see what we're talking about here, but no info as far as how we have to buy it. Nothing. They're not saying. But anyhow, potential, I guess. Are those solar panels or not? No, just okay. Enough right there. But thank you very much, Victor Marrero. There we are. There we are. From Cancun to Tulum is about a 45-minute drive. Right on. It will probably be about 25, 30-minute ride. And don't forget Cozumel Island is just off the Playa del Carmen shore. Tons of cruises go there. Exactly, Victor Marrero. That's why that map of Tulum was very, very nice. I liked it. Let me see something. Can I go back to that? Yeah, let's go back to that. Because that island is right there. I think it's by, what is it, by Playa del Carmen? Right here. Yep. Yep, there it is. So you guys can see that for yourself. Exactly. That puts you right in the mix. Right in the mix. All right. If you want to have a better performance in the crowd, you must do things differently from the crowd. Exactly, Gino Scimienti. I have to agree with you there. Sound like we need to do a business trip to Cancun and tell them, you got that right, Victor Marrero. We got 2 years, though. But right now, the clock is ticking because people already are ahead of us because their prices are well above Dominican Republic prices. So it's happening, but they have a built-in corridor infrastructure. Some of it's already in place. So this isn't going to be new to them, but I like what they're doing over there. And especially if you haven't been to Cancun, a lot of people don't realize that these guys, they have all-inclusive resorts now. When you go to Mexico, and in fact, even if you go to most developing nations, they want all-inclusive. All-inclusive means that somebody could be paying $200 a night, $250 a night, $300 a night per person. It starts getting crazy over in Cancun. So if you have a condo there, you can imagine that you can charge people a whole half of those prices and still make a killing. So I'm loving what they're doing over there. Who knew that was coming? And like I said, I didn't know that was coming when I was talking about Merida like 6 months ago. I didn't know that was coming. That's impressive. And Merida's in the train tracks. Sound like we need to do a business trip. Again, I have to agree with that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we talked about some stocks. We talked about some crypto. We now have talked about some real estate investing. These are the kind of risks that you have to take to stay ahead of the curve. This is how you can stay ahead of the curve as far as inflation goes, as making money and having assets. That's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to get assets along the way, so therefore we have streams of income coming in for the rest of your life because it's going to be needed. You're not going to be able to sit on your laurels. You're not going to be able to retire like it's 1980 again. All right? You're not going to be able to retire like it's 1990 where people get their pension funds. In fact, I left off something that I wanted to talk about on Friday, and that was GE halting pension funds, pension payments in the UK. All right? Check this out. This was already talked about before, but I had to bring it up. I'm trying to find it. I'm going to bring this up for you because a lot of people are thinking that their retirement's going to be safe because they're getting pensions. And I just want to show you GE, General Electric, they froze UK pension plans. So those people who retired long ago, they were getting a set amount of money, and all of a sudden they said, nope, we're going to change you into our other plan. We're going to roll you into another plan. So you can see here in the yellow, 2,700 people. All right? 2,700. Now, what they don't put in highlights is this right here that I'm putting in highlights. The affected employees will automatically be enrolled into GE's existing defined contribution scheme. See there? So a lot of people are thinking right now that they're like, okay, I got my pension coming in. Everything's going to be fine. No, that's not what's going to happen. As far as companies are concerned, that is debt to them. It's like a noose hanging around their neck, weighing them down. It's debt. So any way they can get out of that debt obligation, that's what they're going to do. And GE, that's what they're doing. So again, nothing is going to be safe. If you think you're going to be getting Social Security, if you think you're going to be getting pensions, if you think you're going to be getting something that somebody promised you, there is no way that you're going to know until the time comes if it's going to actually happen. Sure, for a majority of people, they get their pension if they live till 80, 90, whatever. But a lot of places, just like at Sears, when Sears said, we're not going to pay the pension, same thing. And that's in America. It happens all over. And right now we have unfunded pensions in the United States, like in the state of California, for instance. They are upside down with their pensions. If people started retiring at a mass rate, they're not going to get paid. All right. So this is why you have to take it upon yourself to be the CEO of your life. CEO of your life. By the way, you can get the gear at stopstrugglingnow.com. SSN merchandise, stopstrugglingnow.com. It's there. So once again, this is why 2021, take risks, get your assets, and get the streams of income. And there are many ways to get streams of income right now. Thanks to the internet, thanks to apps, thanks to fintechs, thanks to innovation. All right. Here we go. Oh, all right. Check this out. This is interesting. I got my shares of AMC at 49 and they are up after hours. Gino Chimiente, it already went up 20% because it's at 57. 20 times 5 is 10. So you're going to be, in fact, it was at 59 earlier today. You're going to be at 50. You're going to be at your 20% by tomorrow, if not already. I'd be shocked if it wasn't already, quite frankly. Let's go look. Because after hours was to 8 p.m. So what happened after hours? AMC. Let's go look. Yeah, looks like we're still 58. So there you are. He's already one more 40. Wait. It closed. Oh, yeah, $58.11. So literally you're at, what is that? 84 cents from your 20% number. So I think you're going to reach that and surpass it tomorrow. So I guess you'll be selling. All right. GE is going to a 20-to-1 reverse splits. That is not good. You got that right. That's not good. Jesus criminy. Jeez. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not familiar with reverse splits, let's call it, let's just say, the simplest I can make this reverse split. We have $20. Let's call GE a $20 stock. I don't even know what it is, but let's say it's $20. Basically, it's going to be converted into $1 reverse split, ladies and gentlemen. That is not good. All right. We normally, when we hear of splits, it would be something like 4-to-1, let's say. So my one share at $20, now I would have 4 shares. So anyhow, that 20-to-1, that is not good. That is, jeez. In fact, let's go look at this. This is, I don't even, is anybody holding GE stock, quite frankly? Yeah, is anybody holding GE stock? That's crazy. 20-to-1. I mean, geez. That's insane. Reverse? That's terrible. My God. Whoa, that GE stuff is outrageous. For people still with pensions, you better grab it while you can. Yeah, exactly. But the problem is you don't know if you're going to have the pension, because it could be just like GE. 5 to 10 years later, whole economy has changed. The company's left behind, and then you find yourself like Sears, who's not paying their pensioners. It's crazy. Ryan Lawrence, welcome to the Monday Night Live Stream. Thank you so much for this donation. I humbly appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Do you think AMC can cause the market to crash if it reaches between 10K and 50K in hyperinflation? No. No, it's not going to make the market crash. But again, it's not going to reach 10K or 50K. AMC, that is. It won't go that high. That it's not going to happen. All right, it just won't happen. In fact, it's, in my opinion, I don't even think it's getting to 1,500. I don't think it's going to get anywhere near none of that. All right, there's too many market manipulations that can happen, so I don't know how it would get to those thousands numbers if that's what you're referring to. But hey, that would be a miracle if it happened. All I know is if that does happen, then there will be regular people will become millionaires. That's all I know. All right. That would be a blessing in disguise to have crypto type, Bitcoin type numbers, 50,000, 10,000, 30,000 a share. That would be awesome. So, Ryan Lawrence, hopefully you're invested in the AMC. That's all I can tell anyone right now. I'm bullish on AMC at this point. Gino Chimiente's bullish on it. He's taking 20%, which is going to happen tomorrow. So he'll be selling tomorrow sometime and take his 20% profit and run. So I'm not selling tomorrow because I'm believing what the numbers say. I think they're going to go higher as well. I bought, like I said, at 67, even though my dollar cost average is way lower. But I still bought at 67, and now I'm even happier than I was this morning because it went from like in the 40s to in the upper 50s. Tomorrow it could be in the upper 60s. It could be back to that 67 number. And now we're back to 1,000% on my money. It would be beautiful. And no, Gino Chimiente, you heard me. I know you said 20%. I'm going to be 1,000%. Well, right now I'm at 8, maybe 900 now, but I'm going to be at 1,000 if it hits 68. So I'm still not going to sell though. But Ryan Lawrence, thank you so much for that donation. And I'll say it again. Do you think AMC can cause the market to crash if it reached between 10K and 50K? No. Again, what's going to happen? Just like Eva Lola said, here's what's going to happen. The reason why it's not going to get to that, I think, is because the market manipulators are going to shut it down. That's what, it's not going to reach nothing like that. They're just going to do what they normally do. Because that would mean whole bunch of millionaires, billionaires, the hedge funds, the 401ks, the pensions, and all that can't get in because there's not going to even be stock available. And the stock that they're going to have to buy is going to be so high, I don't know if they're going to risk it. So I don't see how that's going to happen because it won't be maintainable. Let's put it that way. All right. So thank you once again for that donation. I really, really appreciate it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 1 hour, 47 minutes in. Please smash the like button. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. That also helps the YouTube algorithm know that we're in the house. We're not going anywhere, even though they don't like to push out the truth, the information, and let other people make money. Let other people find out information that's helpful to them, showing the charts, showing real estate and where it's going to be built. Victor Marrero breaking out the gym today with Tulum. They don't want people to know this because you can get in without the traditional ways. You can buy property without credit. You're all going to need money. You're going to have to put your down payment, but you don't need any credit. So therefore, there's no barrier to entry. Nobody coming up to you going, I'm sorry, you're not going to qualify because you can't get a loan for this property. None of that's happening. Nobody's stopping you from buying stocks, putting your money in AMC. If you'd have bought it last week, I did a video, AMC to the moon. Again, when it was in the 40s, everybody right now would be at 20% plus right now. Happy. Most people, normally, that would be a good year, 20%. Now that we're spoiled, people want 30, 40, 50, and I'm spoiled too. I want 1,000. So let's face facts. All right. This means you will have less shares. That is what that means on GE reverse splits. That just don't want shares at 13. It will be higher share price with less shares. Exactly. We don't want reverse splits. That's no-go zones. That's bad. I can't believe their stock price hasn't decreased already. That's incredible. All right. So let me know if you guys want to talk about anything else. But the fact of the matter is we can't leave you without saying it again. In 2021, you're going to have to take investment risk. And if not investment risk, then you're going to have to take a risk on yourself. Either way you're going to do this, you got to get your assets in order this year, 2021. You're going to have to get those extra streams of income. Be like Melanie Bonita with 24 streams of income. All right. You want to get at least 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, as many as you can because an extra 200 here, an extra 500 there, an extra 1,000 there adds up. Yes, you're going to have to work for it. Nobody likes to hear that word, work. You're going to have to do it, OCs. You're going to thank yourself. Your future self is going to thank you for getting started right now. Because when you start right now, at least you'll be ahead 1 month later, 3 months later, 6 months later, 8 months later, 12 months later. And you're going to sit there and go, man, I'm glad I started this because I have an extra few dollars coming in. And you're going to be able to either invest or stay above board with your income levels. And that's what you want to do. All right. So don't stop right now. Don't rest on your laurels. There's a lot of people out here making money with many different ways. And so don't stop on your laurels now, because even if you are making a lot of money, it could all come to an end. All right. Things evolve. New technologies arrive. And so you can't be complacent. All you can do is stay knowledgeable, try to find out information, use the links down below for AMC that I've put in there tonight in the description for AMC, so you can find out about short interest. You can find out about which hedge funds or which funds are buying up AMC. You can find out a lot of information, and that can give you an idea of what to do. Knowledge is power. All right. If you're into the options game, knowledge is power. If you want to do 20, 30% on your money like Gino Chimiente did in one day, it could happen again tomorrow. It can move up another 10, 20%. If that's what you want to take off the table and you could do it every day or every other day, that's a win as well. It's money you didn't have to slave away for. So think about it. All right. So we're going to wrap this up tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're almost at 2 hours. Today's DR paper: government will build a highway that will promote tourism development in Michis. I don't know where that is. This is the town after Bavaro, passing Hard Rock. Everything is moving northeast. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's where their airport is. That's why. That's exactly why, because that airport's moving out there. I can see that happening, but they already have a highway that goes by there, I thought, up there by Macau. I don't know where Michis is, but that's going to be something to look at as well. In fact, that northeast, where else can you go? Because they don't want to go south, because you have Cap Cana, Punta Cana Village. You have Cap Cana upscale area. They want that to stay that way. So it makes sense that they would go along the northeast corridor to start improving, because there's still plenty of land up there. Plenty. Even at Macau, there's still land. It's crazy. So they're going to be, I think the DR has a serious upside. I really, really do. And they're building things based on tourism. I love everything about DR right now. And ladies and gentlemen, check out the videos that I made from the channel for DR, because you will be pleasantly surprised when you can buy condos for 80 grand, 70 grand, 100 grand, 150 grand. And you have things like lagoons. You have things like your own beaches. You have your things such as everything, walking trails, bicycling like at Vista Cana. You have all kind of things that are amenities. And these are going to be big time, especially if they get these 8.5 million tourists. 7.5 million tourists. If they beat their record, it's over. All right. All of us who are investing in there now, we're going to be rewarded 2 years from now. And if they're building this highway, that just means more people can come and go between downtown Punta Cana out to Michis and back. And that means they just now narrowed the area. And now you have more people within the same area, which now means you can rent for a higher price. All right. So let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. And with all that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. And that's why I'm imploring every live stream, every time we talk, where I'm sitting here saying, get your assets in 2021. And please use the links down below to help you out. And by the way, some of you might be sitting there going, Eric, I don't want to invest in stocks. I don't want to invest in crypto. I don't want to invest in real estate. But I do want to invest somehow. Well, down below in the description tonight, I do have Wealthfront. And with Wealthfront, all you need, as soon as you have $500 or more in your account, they manage it for you for free. All right? You have your own robo-advisor. They manage it for free from $500, and you could deposit $20 or $50 or $100 if you want, or $1,000 or $3,000 or $10,000 if you want. But here's the rules. From $500 to $5,000 in your account, they manage it for free. When you go over $5,000, then you do have to pay them an annual fee of like 0.075% for managing your money. All right? So you can do it the old-fashioned way and have somebody else manage your money. Wealthfront, there's a link down below. All right? And with all that said, you know how we do this. Keep your head up. Keep moving. And I'm out.